Hey, you know what's so great about this game?
Yeah, there's so much, but what are you thinking?
There's so many cones.
Ooh. I do like the cones.
And there's Orla.
Orla, do you like the cones?
Yes, of course.
Let's find out how much Orla likes these cones.
Well, we probably should just find out how much we like Ringyo in this Kickstarter preview. Welcome to WiscoDice. Hey, yo, folks. I am your host, Conesy with Most, and I'm joined today by...
Hey, I'm Suzanne.
And hey, we are here. We've got a beautiful Kickstarter preview here for a wonderful game called Ringyo from our friends over at Paverson Games.
Yep.
But before we get started in talking about the preview, we should let folks know what we're drinking.
Yes.
Because this is Board Games and
Coffee.
Bourbon!
Yes.
What? Oh, I didn't get the script. Okay.
Normally
it's bourbon today.
It's bourbon today, yes, because this game that we're previewing is published by the same wonderful publishers who did Distilled.
Yeah, and they also did Luthier.
And Luthier, yes, can't forget that one.
Class of '89, which technically isn't available yet, but I think is going to be available for purchase at Gen Con.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So anyway, lots coming, but...
So what are we drinking?
Well, I have a Wilden. Is this a Wilden whiskey?
That's the Wilden Progress Report 2 for their bourbon.
So that's what I'm drinking. I mixed it with lemonade because I'm not great about drinking it straight.
Yeah, you don't like bourbon that much. You like it mixed.
When it's mixed.
I, however, have it straight on a couple of ice cubes because I do like it a little bit chilled. But anyways, that's enough about our drinks. What should folks do right now while they're
pouring themselves a drink? Then you should definitely smash
that like button. We're out of practice.
You've had too much to drink this morning,
I haven't
guess.
had anything to drink.
All right. So anyway, smash that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep.
It means a lot to us to just know that people are watching this.
Let's roll into that preview now. Ringyo, how's this game play? There's cones. There's lots of cones. I love that about this game.
Yes, but in this game, the cones symbolize what?
Trees.
Trees, yes. Yes, we are...
Because all trees are pointy on the top.
Yes. It's a cool little mechanism that makes it easy to stack.
It does.
Because you do need to stack and grow your trees, so it's a fun way to symbolize that.
Oh, yeah,
and have them, stay together and stuff, because I tend to knock mine over all the time. But in Ringyo, you are in charge of a province where you are working to grow the trees and avoid floods that may come, and have rice paddies that grow in some of the flooded areas, build fortresses and farms, and above all, you need to fulfill the shogun's demands, and that's a big way of getting points in this game. And guess what? This game
likes points.
Yep, whoever has the most wins at the end of the game.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know where they came up with that. It's really brilliant.
And yeah, so one thing is, you don't necessarily know where people's points are at during the game because everything fluctuates. You don't calculate any points until the end of the game, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do want to point out as we continue this preview that this copy we have was provided to us from Paverson Games as a preview review copy. We have to give it back to them, so it's not ours to keep or anything like that. So other than getting this, we're not getting any money from Paverson for this preview. This is just like we like everything Paverson does, and they're friends of the channel. So.
And this is a prototype, so
not all of these components are going to look like this in the final production copy.
Yep. So there may be some changes, but I think the overall gameplay is there. So that's what we're kind of going to talk about.
At least the base gameplay for like the...
Yep. So we're going to talk about the gameplay. We've played this, and I've also, if you're an alpha reviewer on BGA, they do have the solo version available there.
Awesome.
That I've played a few times.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Which was a great way to just kind of get an introduction to the game and everything too. So
it didn't help you in our playthrough.
Yes, I may have been No, I only lost by 10 points.
Yeah, but I hadn't had any practice games.
Anyway, so what are some of your thoughts on this game?
Well, it's great. I won.
But people should buy this game for more reasons than Conesy won.
I mean, for me, it really, like, mechanically, I mean, once I understood how to play the game, which was not hard. The prototype play rates were actually really good just to kind of go through. And you read through the rule book already. And again, it's prototype rules, but I think it's that same level of, it sounded like it's the same level of the Paverson quality rule writing.
Yes. And I believe that with the production copy, there's going to be here's how you can everyone learn to play together, similar to what was in Distilled and Luthier, which is a great way.
Not that I think you probably need it for this game, but it's kind of a Paverson.
There are enough ways. It makes it so one person just didn't read the whole rule book.
One of the parts I really liked though was you have this like hand of cards that goes from 1 to 6. And we'll have a picture on the screen because this probably won't show up very well. But anyways, these cards, when start of your turn, you're choosing one of those. And some of them, if you choose the lower number ones, are going to give you like an extra little kickback. And if you choose the higher number ones, you're going to have to spend something, potentially. And basically, this is how you're setting turn order every round.
Yep.
I really like that, like, risk reward. When do you want to go for it to try to get that, to be able to go early in the round because there's something out there that you need to claim. I really like the simultaneous play aspect of when you're actually resolving your workers, because this is ultimately, it's kind of a worker placement game as far as mechanics, but it's simultaneous worker placement. So I think it's going to scale up. We only played it as a 2-player, but I think it'll scale very nicely to a 4-player without adding a lot of extra time onto the gameplay, because outside of deciding which card you're going to play and which card you're going to take from the tableau and which of the Emperor's things, the
Shogun's demands,
the Shogun demand cards, which are one of your big ways to score points, is satisfying those Shogun demands. So trying to decide how you're going to beat your opponents to get those. That's like all of that all worked really well together. I mean, the only thing in my initial play that I kind of struggled with in doing was trying to get the buildings out. And to be honest, I kind of, like, in a first playthrough, I turned that. I had to, like, okay, I'm gonna focus on kind of what I end up wanting, what I felt like I was doing good, and we'll see what happens. Because I didn't have a good strategy yet.
So I think that what's nice, one of the nice things about this game is that you can be competitive and focus on different things. You could focus on the forestry track where you're studying and you're going up that way, which is what I did in the last game.
You did that quite a bit, and you built a lot of buildings.
I only built a couple buildings.
I think it's really hard to get all the buildings up to the 3rd row, but what do I know?
So when you're doing one thing I missed doing when we were playing was focusing on what my private endgame scoring card goals were, and also what on the forestry track was going to get me some points. So I just didn't have much at the end. But then if you're building, you can also focus on building, just growing your force and building, and you can get a lot of points that way. So I want to play this more times to try and figure out where the sweet balance is between the two options. So, and you can also totally ignore those. You won't have as many points, but you could just kind of go through and build up a forest and keep it from flooding or something.
Well, and at the end of the round, when you have the rain season,
that
happens. Like, there are 3 rain cards that are going to get revealed, and they're going to cause your board, if you haven't managed and filled your board well, it's going to cause cascading floods, and when floods cascade, they take out forests and buildings and all sorts of things on wherever the flood goes. So managing that, which is a big risk all of the time for you, is an additional challenge. And in our playthrough, you kind of got bit by the flood bug.
Oh yeah,
so to speak. Although you came back from it pretty well.
Yes, I misread what the forecast card was, or maybe I didn't misread it. I did not pay enough attention to what the forecast card was going to have in it and left some areas vulnerable.
Well, and the forecast cards are kind of nice because they tell you so it's like the forecast card we have up here right now is the year of the yoke. And they tell you the probability of which, because there are cards in the weather deck that are A, B, C, and then there's an equal number of just orange, turquoise,
the different types
green.
of trees.
Yeah, the different types of trees. There's 4 different types of trees in the game. But there are these letter cards that have some probability, and then on those letter cards, it'll hit the probability of those coming up in the deck is shown right on the card, on each of these cards. So you have an idea, okay, on top of like the normal randomness of the deck, I've got a 40% probability that we're gonna flip an A as well, and if we flip an A, it's going to be my orange tree. So you can try to mitigate against that a little bit.
Yep.
But to be honest, like that's not much mitigation, honestly.
I feel like it was, because after my slip up the first round, I started being better at paying attention to it, and it was more protected.
There was the one round too where we had, because this probability doesn't affect the probability of the deck. It's just those cards that are those extra A, B, and C cards.
Yeah, it's what they're going to do. Yep.
And
the
also deck is always the same number of cards. It's not like you discard the weather cards and now you've reduced the chances that you're going to see some of those cards in a future round.
And when the flooding cascades, it tells you what order it's going to cascade hit.
Yes, that actually is a big deal.
It was like, hey, if it's going to cascade, which one is going to get hit? Which place do I grow and protect for this round and stuff? I also, in addition, to all this stuff that we've talked about already, it does have these lovely forest cards. And these forest cards are going to give you either count as 2 rice, or they're going to give you like an extra free action or something that you can do that's different. And
you want those early.
Yeah, and I underestimated, I think, how powerful they can be in a 2-player game, and I should have been working to get more of them.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
all right, well, that is Ringyō.
Yep, high-level overview of it.
High-level overview.
But it's
obviously,
a lot of fun.
It's coming. It's not only coming to Kickstarter, it's on Kickstarter right now.
Yep.
If you're catching this on the Kickstarter page, just click the Back Now button now. If you haven't, go ahead and click over to the Kickstarter page and check out even more details about this game, or you can catch all the information, or you can catch more information about this game on our blog. Just follow for information about this Kickstarter and many other Kickstarters just by following our Kickstart Monday blog articles. Every Monday we drop an article where we feature 2 or more Kickstarters or other crowdfunding projects that are in the tabletop gaming industry that we think are cool, that we typically feel are from reputable and or likely to deliver companies.
Right.
Which is, I know, a big deal now in crowdfunding. Too many people have gotten burned by not getting their crowdfunding projects.
The ones that we feel have a good chance of being fulfilled. But anyway, so thank you for listening to us, and we're looking forward to this game coming production and getting us backing it and getting that production copy.
And if you're in the Madison area and like to have a chance to play this, you run a number of meetups, including meetups at a Wilden Distilling on the first and third Sunday every month, but also the last Friday of the month at Misty Mountain Games.
Yep.
And of course, our new meetup that we haven't announced until now.
Yep. On what's it, the third Wednesday of the month at I'm Board in Sun Prairie. So
we hope to see you there anyways. Come play board games with us.
Yep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.